Goldman Sachs. For students across Asia, in Tokyo, Seoul, Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, it's the name at the very top of the list. And almost everyone assumes there's one way in and that the door is basically already closed. I'm here to tell you that's wrong. My name is Toshihiko Irisumi. I started my career at Sumitomo Corporation, did my MBA at the University of Chicago Booth, joined Goldman Sachs in investment banking, and today I run Alpha Academy. For 18 years, my team and I have helped more than 80,000 people reach firms exactly like this one. So let me show you how Goldman really hires globally and where you should aim. Here's the one thing I need you to understand: there is no single door into Goldman Sachs. The firm hires through five major financial hubs around the world, and each one has its own door, its own timeline, and its own idea of who it wants. Your job is not to knock on the one door everyone else is knocking on. It's to find the door where your odds are highest. Structurally, recruiting is split into four blocks: the Americas, centered on New York, the largest and the most competitive; EMEA, centered on London; Asia Pacific, which covers Hong Kong, Singapore, Tokyo, Shanghai, Seoul, and more; and a standalone Japan track just for Tokyo. And here's the edge most students miss: you can apply to each of these separately, so run them in parallel. A Japanese student at a US university can target the Americas program and the Tokyo Boston Career Forum at the same time. A Chinese student in the UK can go after London and Hong Kong together. Don't bet everything on one door. Open several. Let's walk through them. New York is the summit, the best brand, the best exits, private equity, hedge funds, maybe your own company one day. But understand the numbers: roughly 250,000 applications for about 2,900 seats. That's a 1.16% acceptance rate. And the real catch for Asian students is the visa. New York is built for those at US universities who can navigate the path from OPT to H-1B. London is Europe's center, a true melting pot, strong in sales and trading, with a culture where non-native English speakers genuinely thrive, and a visa barrier that's often gentler than the US. If you're at a UK or European university, this is one of your most realistic global doors. The 2027 EMEA summer applications open on August 15, 2026. Hong Kong is the heart of Asian finance and the front line for Greater China. If you speak Mandarin, it's a direct weapon. Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen all sit under the same Asia Pacific track. Asia applications open in July, and it's rolling, so the move is to apply on day one. Singapore is the Southeast Asia base, strong in asset and wealth management, English first, deeply multinational. If you'd rather compete on English than on Mandarin, this is your hub. It's ideal for students from Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asia. And Tokyo. For Japanese students, returnees, and bilinguals, the fastest door of all is the Boston Career Forum every November. It's a 3-day weekend that can take you all the way to an offer. The domestic track runs the SPI test, then a recorded video interview, then division interviews. So, where should you enter? If you're Chinese, Hong Kong first, then Singapore or London. If you're Korean, Hong Kong or Seoul, then Singapore, London, or New York. If you're Japanese, Tokyo through the BCF, with Hong Kong, Singapore, or the US and UK in parallel. Your home hub is your insurance, the door with the lowest visa barrier. Now, the hub is only half the decision. The other half is the division: IBD for deals, markets for trading, research, asset management, engineering, and don't overlook this: roughly a quarter of the firm are engineers, so it's a huge door for computer science and data science students, and operations, where the door is often wider. Enter where your strengths are sharpest, then move internally from there. Here's what decides everything: timing. Asia opens in July, the Americas and EMEA on August 15th. By November, most seats are gone. Goldman reviews on a rolling basis, which means students who apply in the first 2 weeks are 30 to 40% more likely to get an interview. So do not aim for the deadline. Submit a finished application on day one. So do not aim for the deadline. Submit a finished application on day one. The process itself: you apply, you take a test, the SPI, or an online assessment, then a recorded higher view interview, then a super day, back to back interviews with senior bankers, then the offer. And all the way through, networking is not a nice to have, it's part of the screen. Four walls will stand in your way: the visa, the target school filter, language, and technical skill. Plan around all four. Work backward from your penultimate year summer. In your first 2 years, build your language, defend your GPA, get into the early insights programs. In your penultimate year, finish your resume and your technicals early, submit on day one, and network hard. So remember the playbook: there's more than one door. Work backward from the visa. Make your home hub your insurance. Apply in parallel. Move fast. And win on substance, not surface. That 1% number, that's for people who apply at random. For those who plan, who choose their hub, their division, and their timing, the game is completely different. Aim at the summit from Asia and start by drawing the map correctly. I'm Toshihiko Irisumi. This is Alpha Academy. Let's get to work.